Good morning, everyone. I just thought I would go over the tips blog article that I had put out yesterday and sent you an email this morning. And the reason I want to do that because it can get a little complicated, and I promised to do some live training as we go along, and so this is the first one, so I hope you're really going to enjoy this. And it doesn't matter if you're not here live. I know you want to probably ask some questions about it, but I'm just going to take you through all the steps, and it's going to be pretty easy to do. And I have Cricut Design Space open here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new project. And then I'm going to go to an upload. I'm just going to upload that one little file that I had, and I'm not too sure if I have uploaded it. Let me just browse and see if I've got it inside my downloads folder. There it looks like right there. And I'm just going to open it. It's just going to be complex and continue. Everything looks really good. As you can see here, everything that has the background here, even the holes here and parts and pieces in between right through the middle here, that's going to cut out separately, and that's not exactly what we want. We want to hide these little spaces, so this cuts out as one piece. So I'm just going to apply this and continue. And of course I'm going to go for the print then cut image, and I'm going to upload it right at that point. So let's just grab that image and add it to our canvas. It looks pretty small here, so I'm just going to make it bigger so it's easier for you to see. I'm just going to move this over so I can see if there's any comments coming in at the same time, because I can't always see the comments. Great. Okay, we're looking good. Now, as I mentioned in the article, the first thing we want to do is come up here. We've selected it. We want to hit an offset. Now, that's a pretty big one. It's something we can work with two smaller holes here. No problem. If that's what you want to do, great. I tend to just make it maybe 0.1, so I'm going to put 0.1 here. It's smaller, and it still hides the little pieces at the bottom, and I'm just going to apply it. And as you can see, it takes up a lot of the smaller places. Let me just zoom in here a bit. As you can see, if I move this, that it's going to then cover, let me just undo my little move there. It's going to cover up all the little extra holes that we were worried that were going to be cut. Now let me zoom back in. Go back to 100%. Great. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And what I want to do here now is I want to cover up these holes and then just weld them together so they are one piece. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a shape. I'm going to grab a circle. And that looks like it'll fit over there. I'm going to then just hold down my Alt key and drag a copy over. And that looks really good. I have no extra holes here. So what I want to do now is just grab the whole thing. I'm coming down to my Combine menu, and I'm going to click on Weld. Now I have a nice little piece inside here. I'm going to drag this back over top. Well, I'm going to have to arrange it and bring it to the front. I'm going to highlight both pieces now, and I'm going to come to Align and then Center. Now, as you can see, there's no holes in behind. Now, the biggest problem with having the no holes in behind and the extra piece, you're going to end up, if I flatten this, with black all around the edges. If that's what you want, then that's not a problem. We can just simply flatten this as is. But if you want it to trim closer without the extra black, then we're going to have to do something a little different. And that's what I try to explain in that blog article. So I'm going to come over here to the Layers panel, and I'm just going to click on the weld piece by itself, and I'm going to change it to another color. And the reason I'm changing it to another color is so that I can see what's going on. Maybe this light purple, as I did in the blog article, looks great. Now I still only have the weld result in place. So what I want to do is now I want to offset that weld, and over here I'm going to type in minus 0.1 just to see what I get. Now, as you can see, and it's hard to see, let's see if I can zoom in a bit here so you can see it. Oh, I lost it because I zoomed in. Okay, let me go here again. I want to pick on just the purple piece. I'm going to come up here to our offset. I'm going to go minus 0.1, and I'm going to then hit the tab key and see where it goes. Where is it going here? Corner. It didn't seem to reduce. Okay, so let's go back over here. And I can see if I can get close to the 0.1 here, just by dragging it. Now that is really close to the edges now. I am going to apply it. Now, as you can see, I get the black in behind, but it doesn't affect the outside edges. And that black in behind is what is going to cover up those extra holes. Now, I don't need this one, so I'm just going to hide it for now, or you can delete it. You don't need it anymore. I'm going to come up to this offset piece, and I'm going to change it to white. So it's in the background and it really won't affect anything. Okay, what I'm going to do with this extra piece now, I'm just going to delete it. Great. Let's move our zoom back to 100. There we go. So now I'm just going to highlight both of these pieces, and you can see in the layers panel, I have the gift icon, and now I have the offset, and it's small enough, it's not creating an edge, but it has covered up the two pieces that I don't want cut out separately. I am now going to click on flatten. And that is all there is to that particular one. And it's removing those extra pieces sometimes becomes very important, because sometimes if you're cutting out your embellishments, you're going to find, oh, there's a little piece that cut out, there's a little piece that cut out. What you need to do is inspect every single piece that you're going to cut out, even with a flatten, to see if it's going to cut out extra holes. If you want them, great. If you don't, then that's the method you're going to use in order to get to it. So I don't want to add anything else to this at this point. So I'm just going to end this. If you have questions, just add them in at the bottom of this post, and we are good to go. So until next time, I'm going to be live more often now giving these little tips, and I hope you can join me live. If not, we will keep them posted for a while, and we will also move these posts up onto YouTube. So bye for now.